A nurse arrested for the death of her fiancé. Deputies say she tried to make it look like an accident. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart tells you how investigators knew it wasn't.
It's been more than a year.
They had stayed tenacious. They're little pit bulls. They grab a hold of it and wouldn't let go.
That's how Sierra County Sheriff Glenn Hamilton describes his investigators' work into the death of Richard Harris. It all started with a 911 call from Hillsboro, New Mexico in March 2015.
I think he's having a respiratory arrest.
That's the voice of Harris's fiancée, Candy Adams.
His O2 stat is down to about 62%.
She tells 911 dispatchers she's a nurse and Harris is having a hard time breathing. EMS tells her to do CPR until they get there. Minutes later,
guys, he's gone!
But when paramedics arrived, they say it was clear Harris had been dead for a while. Rigor mortis had set in, but it still wasn't clear yet how Harris died.
It took us a little while to really uncover some of the inconsistencies. We had to wait, obviously, for the medical examiner's report.
Meanwhile, Harris's son found Adams had cashed a check from his father's account for $5,000 just 3 days after his death. There was a third red flag. According to investigators, Adams showed Harris's sons a document that she claimed proved Harris left all of his belongings and assets to her.
She had presented a will, and that it did not appear to be his father's signature on the will.
When the medical examiner's report came in, deputies say it was clear Adams lied. She'd worked in the operating room at Mountain View Regional Medical Center in Las Cruces and had access to propofol, the sophisticated intravenous drug analysts say was what killed Harris.
She's the only one that could have administered those drugs to him.
Armed with evidence, investigators surprised Adams in her Nevada home and arrested her for murder. In Hillsboro, Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
Adams was extradited back to New Mexico charged with murder, tampering with evidence, and forgery. She's being held on a $100,000 cash-only bond.